So welcome to 15th episode of our technical series, and in this series we are going to start with our classes. So we will create a new classes for our module, and this is the third stage from where you are now interacting with table data with the form, and you are trying to create the user interface. You're making the user interface ease for your end users. Okay, so let's get started. We will need to create a class. So to create a class, we will go ahead and over here now till yet we have used all these things. Now we are going to start with our classes. So classes, you will go to the add button, new, and now we are going to go for the code and we will use the class. So there are two types of classes. One is a runnable class and one is a class normal class. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to create a normal class over here, and in this class there will be a main method. Okay, so internal the keyword which defines that okay, this is to be utilized within this particular namespace, and this is class 1 which we have decided. So class 1, but I need to rename it. So I will rename it, rename it to this one. And once we rename, so now yes, our class is now ready. We will construct the instance of convms vehicle service table and will therefore store this as a global variable on the class as this. Okay, so class, and this is the global variable. So how do you will define a global variable? Global variable is a variable which can be accessed in all over the class. Okay, so now we will define this convms vehicle service table, and then we will define a variable of it. Okay, so the variable name is service table. So in this way we will define this, and this is now done. Okay, so service table, this is now done. In order to construct the class, we will need to be able to set the value of the service table using an accessor method. So what we are going to do is we are using this particular method. So in order to construct the class, we will need to be able to get to set the value of the service table using an accessor method. Okay, a way to get and set internal variables. Okay, which is called the param method in the in the supply chain management. So what actually you might have gone through with the get set property, okay, in your oops concept. Okay, similarly we also define over here the get set method. Okay, so for the get set method we will define like this: public class, and this is the is public, this is the method, and then within the method this is the method name, this is the convenience vehicle service table, this is the method name, and within this we are defining a variable of a table with this underscore service table is equals to service table. Okay, so this we are setting up, and in return it will give us this. So in return it will give us service table is equals to service table is equals to this. So what we are going to do over here is we are creating a method. Okay, the method here, it is created with the table name. So for this particular table we are creating a method, a public method, and in this method we have this argument. Okay, so for this particular table underscore service table is equals to service table, and we are setting it up service table is equals to underscore service table and return the service table. Okay, so in this way we use the get set method. Okay, so now we will write it also, override the new method as it is. Okay, so we will write protected void new method, and this is actually a method within it. So this is the protected, so it is going to be utilized within the class itself. And new method, so then create a public constructor by writing the following code. So how to create a constructor, that also we will see. Okay, so let me so let's create a constructor of public static table type and then constructor. So constructor is actually, what is a constructor, you can understand with the mm, table name. Okay, with the with your in your oops concept, if you don't know, that also is an important concept for us. Public static construct, public static con vms vehicle service, sorry, con vms vehicle service table and construct con construct public static table type. So table type construct, and then we are going to construct, this is the parameter we are going to take, and within this parameter service table we are going to utilize this. So this is the what we have done over here to create a constructor is we are actually creating a constructor that have the same name as a class, so that I have given with the construct keyword, and within the construct keyword we need to define the service table, the width for the table which we are defining, and the variable. So what we have done over here is convey service table, then a table handler variable I have created, and the table handler is equal to new convey vehicle service table type, and table handler it will give me the parameter con service table and return the table handler. So what it is doing, it is actually creating a table handler for me. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to start this. A constructor has been prepared. Now we need to create a method on the table that returns the preceding class. The method is always called type. Okay, open the code editor for the convey service table and create the following method in it. So actually there is a table on which we are going to create a type method. Okay, so let's go over here, find the table and con vms vehicle service table, con vms vehicle service table, and create the following method. So we will go to the methods, and over here we will go for the new method, and on the new method we will type public con vms vehicle service table type con vms public con vms vehicle service table type, and then we will save it. A method is now prepared which will return this constructor. Okay, so what it will do, it will return a constructor. So what it will do, it will call the con vms vehicle service table type, and in the con service table type it will call the constructor, and it will give the table handler. Okay, so it will give it to table handler constructor. Okay, so now you have done it. We need to create a method on the table that return the preceding class. The method is always called type. Open the code editor. Okay, so now what we are going to do, the standard pattern for the table handler class is that all table events are moved to the class. Okay, the standard pattern whenever you're creating a table handler. So for a table, how the table is going to be handled. Ensure that all the following table events are overridden on the convms vehicle service table. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to use the extensibility concept over here and ensure that all of the following table events are overridden on the convms vehicle service table. So insert, update, delete, validate field, validate delete, and validate write. Okay, so let's see. We will go for the convms vehicle service table, and what we will do is that all the table events are overridden. Insert, update, delete, validate field, validate delete, and validate write. Okay, so to handle the insert and update methods, we can write two methods that are called either side of the superclass. Create placeholder methods for insert, delete, and update in our table type class using the following pattern. Okay, so we will go ahead. Let me first do this thing. The start button table handler class is that all table event methods, any other method that we might want to specialize to or allow to specialize through extensibility are moved to the class. Okay, so move to the class. Ensure that all of the following table events are overridden on the convms vehicle service table. So let us override these methods. So new method, override, and then insert, and one more, this insert, override, delete, insert, update, update, override, update. So validate field, validate delete, and validate write. Validate field, validate delete, validate, validate, validate field, validate write. So validate, validate delete. Now overwrite. Where is our method? Delete, insert, delete, update. Validate delete is there. Validate field value, and then this is not there. Validate field, validate write. Validate write. So validate write method should be there. Write is there, but where is our validate write? Okay, let's see. We will come on it later. Validate write. So now what we need to do to handle the insert and update methods, we can write two methods that are called either side of the super call. Create placeholder methods for insert, delete, and update in our table type class using the following pattern. Okay, so what we will do, insert, update, delete for table overridden method, for insert, delete, update write methods that follow this pattern. Public void insert, and 1 minute, insert it. So we will go to our table type and we will type these table type and we will write these methods, inserting, and then we will have deleting, deleting, and deleted, deleted, and then updating and updated. So these are just a normal method which we are going to utilize when we are designing our table. Okay, so the pattern will be same as similar for other tables also when you have prepared. So update it and save it. Now once this is done, on the table the overridden methods for insert, delete and update, write methods. So these are the four methods which we have taken. Follow this pattern. Public void insert this dot type dot inserting. Super. So let's go to the insert method of the table overridden method. So let's go to the method. Sorry, let's first save all. Now go to the method and let's go to the insert. So this is my insert method. This dot type dot inserting. So this is the super call. This dot type dot inserting, and let's type it this dot type dot insert it. Save it. Now once this is done, this should be done for the insert, delete and update. Let's do it for delete. Delete, deleting, deleting, and then delete it. Similarly, updating. So these are the methods actually which we are calling, and how it is able to call it, that I will tell you 1 minute. Updating and then update it. Update it. So this is able to call because of this constructor. Okay, so we are actually constructing, and using this constructor actually we are initializing our, we are defining all the codes, okay, whatever we have defined for this particular table type. Okay, so that we are doing, and then you have your insert, delete, update. Okay, now this is done. Now what we need to do is, we need to for the rest, the quickest way is to copy all the table event method to the class and refactor them as shown in the following. Okay, so public boolean validate write. So we have our validate write method. We will go over here, and on the table method validate delete is there, but there is no validate write for the, you guys wish to copy. Let's copy this also, this also, and what I'm going to do over here I will tell you. Just a minute. Now validate write is there, validate modified field is there, and then finally validate field return true, validate delete return true, and we can check edit. So we will now copy paste these methods also, and we will save it. So actually it is asking for the validate write denotes a method cannot be reused in the context. Okay, so I think I have reused it. Validate delete. Okay. Sorry. So validate write I have already utilized, and then modified field is also, I believe it is utilized. So let's wait for some time. I need to, before, I need to check before copy pasting it. So what I'm doing over here is I'm trying to validate the field. Okay, so validate field return true. So this is my validate field. Let us write it over here. Public validate field is above. That's why it was not showing in the list. So validate field. Yeah, this is the validate field. So validate field, then field ID return true, public boolean. For rest of the case, try to copy all the tables into the class and refactor them as shown in the following piece of codes. Okay, so let's copy it. Go over here, go to the table type. Now this is done. This is the method which we are preparing for it. So we will go over here and we will save it. What we have done till yet. Actually what we have done is we have created a class. Okay, how to create a class now you know. We have created a global variable. This is the global variable for the service table type class. The service table, okay, of this type. Okay, and then what we did is, let me check what was the global variable. We will construct the instance name as follows: service table con VMS vehicle service table. Actually it is a service table. I have given it a service table type, so I need to give it a name. Yes, now this is done. So what we have done over here is we created a class. Okay, we created in the inside the class we took the table name and we defined the parameter. Then what we did is we defined a parameter class, okay, and in which the getSet method. So how what it will get, the service table would get the service table underscore service table, and in the service table it will return the whole service table as a local variable. Then what we did, we created few methods. Inside the methods we write something, okay, and now what I will do, I will try to build it. So in this way you will create the class. I will tell you in detail when I will go further, okay, with this particular method, that what actually why we have prepared this particular form handler class. Okay, so this is actually the table handler class. Table handler class is creating is used for inserting, inserted, deleting, deleted. So for any table which you have prepared, you can use your method. Okay, so that's why we have created a table handler class, means which is used for handling the class. So instead of doing all the coding at the table level, we normally create a table handler class, and with that table handler class we try to handle all our codings. Okay, so there are few errors. Let's see what this error is. So it is saying that can check edit does not contain a definition from for the method init from con vms vehicle table. No extension method is found in any extension class. Table does not contain a definition for method. Let me check this one also. Can check edit. Okay, so it is saying that in this does not contain a definition for method init from in definition for method no extension method accepting a first argument of type. Okay, it is not accepting a method. Just a minute, let me check once. Public boolean can check edit and check field service order cannot be changed. Okay, so class does not contain a method. Table does not contain a definition for method init from con VMS vehicle table. Actually it is, let's go to this dot, go to definition, can check, can edit. So that's why it is not taking it up. Check can edit, go to definition, so it is coming over here, and if this dot, if not equal this can edit, actually it is asking for this can edit. Okay, this dot can edit, actually it is in this one. Can edit, where is this can edit? Okay, actually it is asking that this method is not available over there. Okay, so no problem, what we will do, we will keep this aside for now. We can't keep this aside also. Let me take this method over there. So now we will save it. It will now save. Okay. Okay. So now we will build it. So no issues. And now it will build successfully. I will tell you this is the way you create your a table handler class actually. And going further, we are going to utilize few more classes. We will add few more codes in our table. So I hope this is somewhere understanding to you. This details will be provided to you in the download section, and you can download the document for which I have followed. And thank you. If there is anything, do let me know in the comment section.